Okay, so one last kind is this weird graph over here that we have. Okay, actually this graph has a name. It's called a step function. Okay, the reason why it's a step function is because it is a disjointed kind of graph. So if you look at it very carefully, it kind of exists like a number line. So right here, let's say for this interval between 100 to 250 grams, open circle just means that at 100 grams you won't consider this price. You will consider the one lower because this is equal, right? This is a closed interval. So a closed interval means you include 250 grams. Open means you don't include 100 grams, but for these 100 grams, you look at this one over here. Okay, so the first part of the question is how much will it cost to mail a letter with a mass of 80 grams. So if you look at it, 80 grams is actually somewhere here, right? So somewhere in between. So somewhere in between. You actually don't even need to annotate or anything. You can just say that it will cost 50 cents. Quite straightforward. Okay. So part B is we tell you that there's a different company that the postage rate is 60 cents for the first 50 grams and 0.2 cents for the each subsequent grab. So given that Schufen wishes to post a letter with a mass of 150 gram, insert the graph of company B's postage rates and determine which company offers a lower postage rate. So I think first and foremost, let's insert the graph. It means that for the first 50 grams, you will always be charged 60 cents. So even if I mail a 50 cent, it will be charged. So actually what happens here is actually I'm going to draw a line from 60 cents from 0 to 50 grams, right? It will always be 60 cents. That's why it's a straight line there. Okay. Next is we're going to figure out, okay, what is the rest? Okay, the rest is for every subsequent gram, I am charged 0.2 cents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find 2 points. Okay, so what happens here is that we're going to find out at 100 grams how much am I charged. So what I'm going to do is just use quick calculations here. At 100 grams, okay, I am charged. It costs how much? It costs 50 times 0.2, which is in fact equals to 10 extra cents. Okay, so at 100 grams, I'm charged an extra of 10 cents. Okay, why is it 10 cents? Because at 100 grams, I pay my first 50 cents. My first 50 grams, and my next 50 grams I'm charged at 0.2 cents per 50 gram. So actually it will be a total of 70 cents. So it should be somewhere here, right? So in fact I can say that there will be a consistent straight line going up from here upwards. Okay, so at 100 grams it costs 10 cents more. Okay, maybe I should write 10 cents more. Okay, so if we look at the graph, so I can just draw a straight line there like that. Okay, it's fine because it's a constant rate already. Okay, you're always charged 0.2 cents for every gram. So since it's constant, it's going to be a straight line. But from the graph, we can tell that from the graph, for 150 grams, it costs the same for both companies. So Schufen can choose either. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. You just need to add in things and just read off and answer the question. Okay, just jump quickly to work example 11. This is another type of graph where we include real life examples. So the graph below shows the battery level of a smartphone, and it had an initial level of 20%, which then increases to 60% in half an hour while connected to the power supply. So this actually means that from here to here, it was connected to the power supply. Okay, Wei-Ming then removes the smartphone from the power supply and to watch a 20-minute long video. So this portion, it decreases, right? Okay, so he watched a 20-minute long video from here to here. I would assume that would be okay, there's the 20-minute long video, and so the yellow one is okay, corresponds to the yellow part of the graph. And finally, he decided to connect back. So as he connect back, from here to here, he connects back. Okay, to charge it to about, I would say 100. Yeah. So find the battery level of the smartphone when Wei-Ming was exactly halfway through the video. So if you look at the graph, he was exactly halfway through the video at 40 minutes. Okay. So if you say at exactly half, okay, the time is equals to 40 minutes. Okay, or you can actually just correspond and you will figure that this is in fact just the battery level is 50%. Okay, because how do we know that? It's just somewhere here, right, in the middle here. You can just use a dot here to kind of represent it such that it's clearer. Okay, find the rate of increase in battery level of the smartphone when it was later reconnected to the power supply. When we're always talking about rate of increase, we're actually always going to talk about gradient. So since we are talking about gradient, we are going to find gradient. So the rate of increase, okay, we're going to find it from the 50th minute all the way to the 90th minute. Okay, just to make things easier. Okay, because it reach 100% at 90th minute. Okay, so based on the graph right here, this point here, it would be, okay, it will be 90, 100, and at this point here, okay, it is 50, the cross 50, 40. Okay, so we're gonna find the gradient. So the gradient is equals to 100 minus 40 over 90 minus 50. You will have 60 divided by 40, which is gives you 3 over 2. So 1.5% per minute. Okay, so we must make sense of the gradient. So the rate of increase is 1.5% per minute. Okay, so that will be all for this part of this lesson. Okay, to kind of look at different graphs and see how do we make sense of them. Okay, thank you.